So just getting out into nature and just deciding what's important to me, man. I remember John Mackey. John Mackey was the original founder of Whole Foods, and I got to see him speak. It was probably about 10 years ago in Las Vegas, and I remember something he said. I think John Mackey was, like myself, a philosophy major at the University of Texas at Austin. I don't believe he ever got his bachelor's degree. And when I saw him speak, I got a window into why. He said he was taking the philosophy classes at Texas, and he went in one day to his advisor, and the advisor was like, listen, you have to take this class, this class, this class, this class. And these were all classes that Mackey had no interest in. He just thought, hey, I like philosophy and I want to take these classes, but you're telling me a bunch of classes that I have to take that I have no interest in. And he said he decided at that point, like, I'm never taking a class again that I don't want to take, even if it was to get a degree. And then he extrapolated that, he extended that philosophy. I don't want to do things in life I really don't want to do. I just want to do the things I enjoy, do the things I feel like I'm meant to do. Now, a lot of people would judge that and say, well, that's so extreme and that's so selfish and that's not the way the world runs, and talk about the value of discipline, which I agree with the value of discipline. But the larger point, it worked out pretty well for John Mackey. The larger point I understood is like, this is someone who just knew what he wanted to do, knew where he wanted to be. He had a very firm and decisive handle on it, and he thought, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to be something I'm not. And here I am, and as somebody who's been a philosopher, poet, all these years and a seeker, and I just realized at this point, like, I know what I'm meant to do. I know what I'm really good at. I know what I'm passionate about, and I know what I'm not. And I know that to sit around, as much as I have a great work ethic, but to sit around and do work that I don't believe in and just collect a paycheck just so I can pay my rent and so I can pay for the car bill and pay for the insurance bill and pay these other bills and sit around and watch Netflix and just live this sort of cookie cutter existence and working and having a job just to pay for these things that I don't even enjoy that much, that doesn't make sense to me. And so I've decided to become more of a minimalist, to live as lean as I can. It's been tough. It's been a transition, but to just get rid of all non-essential bills. And that's what I'm working on. That's what I work a lot on now. It's just how lean can I live so that I can get out and cycle, get in the sun. I have time for food prep. I have time to shop and study the grocery store aisles and study what's really in the food. I have time to study jiu-jitsu videos. I have time to walk, time to write, time to journal, time to think, time to sleep and rejuvenate, time to pray, time to set better intentions, time to read books, time to listen to audiobooks, time to think deeply about things, time to sing, time to dance, and time to stay young, and time to teach. And there's a lot of things, and I don't want to just go and, as my buddy Sean Rigo once said, look, do you want to go and just piss all your blood into another man or woman or company's cup and just give all your best years to build their castle? I don't. I don't mind teaching. I'm all for that, but I want to build my own castle. I want to design my day. I want to design my perfect day. I want to wake up every day trying to be a better version. I want to be able to think about what matters. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want somebody standing over me having me do work that I don't enjoy and I don't believe in. And I'm not saying that's every job out there, because there are some pretty good situations, but it's hard to find those situations. And until you do it, unless you do, you're almost better off cutting back on your bills, living as lean as you can, owning your day, creating and investing in the things you believe in, the things that make you happy. I love exercise. I love food prep. I love prayer. I love meditation. I love to take 30, 90 minutes a day to sing and dance. I don't feel like Elvis Presley used to say, a day without a song, it just doesn't feel right. It's just in me. So being out here connecting with nature, randomly meeting people, having time to have an interesting random conversation with someone, a total stranger, and yet you have a strong connection with them. You have an interesting conversation. You learn something. You enjoy those moments. I love that. I love the stillness of nature. I love adventure. I almost don't want to grow up. It's part of staying young is I want that adventurous spirit. I want to keep that boyish spirit, that boyish uber curiosity. I want to keep that. I want to cultivate that. I want to build that. So I'm just trying to find ways to financially transition and financially stay afloat so that I can do what I love and what I believe in, and I can take the time and learn and discover the things that I need to learn and write them down. And so I'm doing this, I'm having these epiphanies, and I'm learning new ways to, I want to reinvent and revamp a lot of my social media channels. I have a much clearer vision now of who I am and what I'm here to do and what I believe that what I can teach, what I can share, the value that I bring, what my core values are. I have a much stronger sense of that. And that is empowering. And if I have to live really financially lean and live on less than $2,000 a month to do that, to get that started, to get that jump started, then so be it. And I don't care. I don't care what other people think. If that's what it takes to make it happen, to follow these dreams, and that's what I want to do, because just running on a treadmill and just going through the motions of life and just living a cookie cutter life and just settling and just being okay with okay, that will strip me of something essential, something deep in my spirit. I cannot have that. I'm just not built for that. I am built to be adventurous. I am built to have a playful spirit. I am built to study daily, to pray daily, to write daily, to create daily, to sing and dance daily, to get out and explore nature, to food prep, to eat great food, to stay young and playful in spirit. That's how I'm wired. And I'm not imposing that on anybody else. I'm just saying these are the things I think about. And I think about getting younger in spirit, getting younger in every way, turning back the clock for real. Minus a magic pill, minus Botox, minus steroids, minus HGH, human growth hormone, minus TRT. I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody, because I'm just saying that's my way. That's the organic tank way. That's what I believe in. That's what I'm committed to. And if I have to take 100 steps backward to take 10,000 forward, which it seems like I have in recent years, so be it. And it might not make sense to everybody else, but it does make sense to me now. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. I know what I'm here to do. I know what I'm here to teach. I know what I enjoy. I know what I'm passionate about. And that doesn't have to make sense to everybody. And the same for you wherever you are. Follow your heart. Once it's crystal clear, you know your intentions are pure, follow your heart. And when you live lean, it will give you the freedom to pursue more of what you are meant to do, more of what you can do. So that's really what I want to advocate here today as the sun goes down, as I'm out here in nature. A little bit chilly, but a great day for a great day. And I'm about to get bombarded by some guys playing Frisbee. About to get knocked upside the head by a Frisbee in my little minimalist living lean way. But yeah, this is something I think a lot about now, and you've just got to be comfortable. You've got to make your own decisions. You've got to know thyself. You've got to know what's for you, and you got to live by that. And you can't worry about the judgment of other people who don't understand, who haven't lived every moment in your footsteps. They don't know what's for you, and you can't have people dictate and be a cookie cutter, live a cookie cutter checklist life to make them happy. That's not a life. So I'm here to talk about. What's up, guys? Nah, no worries. I'm sorry to be in your way. So guys got a little game of Frisbee going here. So yeah, I would say that if it's making sense to you and you're coming from a pure place, then do you. And sometimes one of the ways to give you that freedom to own your day, to take the time to build and cultivate and sculpt the life you want, become the person you want to become, sometimes it helps to live as lean as you can financially. Try to do that. If you got to get rid of your car to do that, you got to get rid of your car. If you got to cut other costs, you got to cut the gym out, whatever you got to cut out. People say, I don't have money for food, I don't have money for the healthy food. Well, maybe get rid of some things you're overpaying for. Get rid of some of the unnecessary costs. Put your budget under a microscope and you'll realize how much stuff you don't really need that's in there, and get rid of it.